everybody, it's Stephanie again, and I had a really hard day today, which is why I really needed to do a video. You can see all those sticky notes and the paper underneath? Yes, we have a lot to talk about. Some good things in the midst of this stuff, but I will start with so I was supposed to go to my physical therapy appointment this morning at 10:45, and my brother had said, take the airport, and kind of gave me verbal instructions that, sounded good. I've been there like 3 or 4 times now, or 3 times, so I was pretty familiar, with what he was telling me and how to get there. So then as I'm getting into the area where there's, business parks and offices, I saw the building that I thought looked a lot like the building I was supposed to go to, and it was off to the left, and I was supposed to keep going straight. So I got to the intersection up there, and I'm like, I don't see, the building that I'm supposed to be looking for. So I decided to go back there and to find an entrance into that building, and I thought it was the right building, so, I parked kind of far away. Just quick update, I'm supposed to be getting a handicap placard in the next couple of days, or probably this week, hopefully, which is going to be helpful, because if my mom or brother brings me, they usually drop me off at the very front, and then they park. But since I was the only one, I had to park pretty far away, and I was trying to remind myself where the car was, and I walked and went to open the doors, and they weren't opening, and you have to have a key card, and I'm like, okay, this is definitely not the right building. So I end up deciding to call the physical therapy place, and right now, it's probably not going to be more than about 5 or 10 minutes, and I tell her that, and she's like, okay, we'll see you when you get here. And I called Isaac and, asked him to get me over to the right place. And I have to tell you guys, I think most of you know me, I really freak out if I don't know where I'm going, and especially with the Huntingtons, extra freak out, and just a sense of helplessness and that. So, but I was really when I told myself it's okay to be a little late, I already called them, so just take however long it takes for me to get over there, we'll be fine. So my brother directed me to what I thought was the right building, and I go in, and it is nothing familiar to me. It looks like a hospital with x-rays and labs and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I must not be right. So I go back outside, and the number on that building is 175, and the one that my brother had said was 350, so I'm like, it must just be down the road a little bit. And you guys know those doctors' complexes that, there's so many complexes in, a quarter-mile radius, and so everyone looked like it could be that place, and so I just, was getting really, and I wasn't doing 350, I had gone down and then across, and it was taking me forever. So then I just realized I'm probably going to end up being really late, and I'm so frustrated because I know I'm close. And so all of this driving around, and finally realized that I was in the right place, and oh yes, when I had gotten over there, when I thought I was at the right place, I was only 5 minutes late, so it was like, yes. But then thinking I was in the wrong place, and then talking to Isaac again, I realized there was 2 entrances, and the one I went into is just one I'm not as familiar with, and the one around the other side I would have recognized it, so all that to say, I had to miss my appointment, and I was already, about this close to, just really having a breakdown, and I'm trying to use my, GPS on my phone. I have an iPhone. It has never given me trouble getting somewhere before, so I set it for home after I left the complex, and, even though in my head I could probably get there, but I didn't trust that, and then the phone died, and I was like, So I turned on one road, I pulled over, I called my brother again, and now I'm sobbing, and just like, I can't find it. Plus, I was really hungry, because I am a lot, and I would have had a snack at the physical therapy place, so hungry and out of it. So just started sobbing, and he tells me how to get home. So that was just really, let me just make sure we got all the notes. Okay, I think we can take these sticky notes off. Okay, yes, yes, and yes, right. Okay, yeah, those ones, really just about that story. But already, in the morning before my appointment, I had to get up extra early to get, my blood drawn. So I was just kind of tired and grumpy, and really hungry. So let's see. Oh, right. So this morning, I ended up dropping an empty coffee cup that I use onto the kitchen floor, and it banged, and hold on, I just don't want to forget any of these, because I'm going to talk more about the water bottle. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. I also almost fell this morning. My ankle keeps feeling like it's gonna roll, and especially during my running, I was like so many of those. Oh my gosh, that could have been terrible if my ankle rolled, because running would be almost impossible if that does happen. So for some reason, it happened this morning, and I almost fell, but thankfully didn't. Oh, it got dark all of a sudden. All right. Okay. And sorry, I can't read this. Didn't pick what up. Going upstairs. Oh, right. I almost fell down the stairs backwards yesterday. I was carrying something, and normally I try to be really slow. I think I had on the boots that I had, and so they were heavy, and I kind of like scraped the top step, and almost first time I've ever almost had to go down backwards experience. So that was really terrifying. Dropped my water bottle lid 3 times before I got it on yesterday. Wrote the wrong year on my YouTube video yesterday. Dropped my empty coffee cup on the floor. I already talked about that. Got more. Oh yeah. So I went to the store to get more milk, and then when I go to the store, I always look in the fridge before to double check that there's no milk in there. And there was milk, but it was turned over and still had the grocery bag on it, so my eyes didn't see it. So now we have almost 4 gallons of milk, but that's okay because we go through them fast. Okay, forgot that I had just poured my coffee this morning. I turned around and it was already full. Banged my hand and, oh yes, hard, while I was putting the milk away in the fridge. Oh, and this water bottle, another reason we're going to talk about it is because sometimes if I put it down and the lid is open, I got water right in my eye. Of all the places it could have gone, it went in my eye, but thankfully it was just water. Okay, dropped it on the table empty this morning and knocked over my full coffee that had the lid on it. That I've knocked that coffee over that cup so many times. I'm thankful it's a kind that has a straw in it, but sealed completely. So when it falls, it kind of just drops some coffee on the table. But it was like, of course, what is the luck of me dropping the water bottle and it hitting my coffee and the deck of cards that was on the table, and about half the deck went onto the floor. Let's see. Okay. Can't read that one. Oh, right. Knocked several. Oh, yes, the cards. Okay. Yeah, stupid disease today. Oh. Hold on. at last taking my, oh yeah, I already talked to you guys about that. Okay, right. All right. Now the water bottle. Oh, the screen went off. And I apologize because I can already tell this is going to be a longer video, but I want to discuss water bottles with you because I did see somebody on the Huntington sites about water bottles and what's the best thing. And I told them I have used this for years, and it's always been a good water bottle for me because the lid can close and that. But now I have been, this water bottle is like constantly knocking over, especially when you have the lid open. It just makes it like more prone to falling over and not very balanced. So, and if it is open, then that's how I always spill my water. But even with the lid on, like, it just seems to be kind of, yes, it just falls, see, I almost dropped it on the floor. It just falls down really easily because it's kind of, I don't know, light. So I think I'm going to invest in a new water bottle, and I think the wider one would be better, and also one that doesn't have the lid that can offset it, you know, maybe the kind that you can screw the lid off completely. But just if any of you like have any suggestions about water bottles, or you know what your guys' take on that is. But yes, this is the last time that you fall over and cause me damage and mental anguish, you stupid bottle. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean that. My mom has the same kind of, okay. So yes, okay, so that is the stuff. And I'm gonna read the rest, well, some more of this, and this was with like how crappy my heart is feeling today, like, oh, I really needed this. Oh, and the song also, before I forget, He Is Jealous, or How He Loves Us, was a song that came on, and it was like, yes, you do, you love it so much, and that you want to carry us. So anyway, yes, get my head wrapped around this. Okay. Oh wait, oh, do we do? Oh yes, okay. Today's portion of the same one that we have been doing. Pardon me. Clear my throat. Okay, our God. I think I got a dry spot in my throat. Our God is a mighty God who saves us over and over. From the Lord Yahweh rescues us from the ways of death many times, but he will crush every enemy, shattering their strength. For my people will be conquerors. Love that part. Okay. O God, my King, your triumphal processions keep moving onward in holiness. You're moving onwards toward the holy place. Leaders in front, then musicians, with young maidens in between striking their tambourines. And they sing, let all God's princely people rejoice. Let all the congregation bring their blessing to God, saying, the Lord is the fountain, the Lord of the fountain of life. And that part there, like, he wants to bring life in the midst of, like, the dead places in our lives. And I think especially with Huntington's disease, it's like, it feels that way, that there's that deadness and people who lose hope. But just to encourage all of us that he wants to be that wellspring of life for us, and that joy and peace can come out of our souls in the midst of that stuff that we're dealing with. So there is, yes, the thing for today. And I have to run my long run tomorrow, which is why I decided to do this today. Plus, it would have been too long. It probably would have been 2 pages if I waited until tomorrow. So I hope you all are having a great week. And yes, let me know about your water bottles when you get a chance. I'll talk when I have more to say.